In this module, you will learn about different types of parking and their procedures. Parking is an act of stopping a vehicle at a designated place, applying handbrake, disengaging gear, turning off all auxiliary control, switching off engine, and leaving it unoccupied. This skill requires good control and accurate judgment of distance. Motorists must obey parking signs and road markings, which will help to prevent motorists from being a hazard to other road users or getting a parking fine. Before parking, motorists must make sure parking is safe, legal, and convenient. It is not blocking or hindering other traffic or road users. They have the clear view behind and alongside. Others can see them. There are different types of parking available at different places. Moreover, parking can be more challenging in heavily congested traffic areas. Therefore, motorists must know how to park safely in different types of parking. The most common types of parking are reverse parallel parking, 60-degree angle parking, 90-degree angle parking. To learn more about the procedure to be followed to park at these parking types, you may click to play or choose to skip. Reverse parallel parking. This parking is performed facing the same direction as the traffic flow. This method is used when there is not enough room to drive into a parking bay forward. Most parallel parking spaces or parking bays are clearly marked on the road surface to fit one vehicle. In case of an unmarked area, leave at least 1 meter gap from the front and rear vehicle to pull out safely. This parking is commonly found on the right-hand side of the road. However, there are occasions where they are also on the left. Steps for completing a reverse parallel parking on right-hand side are: follow the MSPSL routine and stop the vehicle parallel to the parked vehicle approximately 1 meter away. Keep the right signal on until the vehicle is inside the parking bay. Check mirrors and both blind spots. While looking over right shoulder, reverse slowly until the rear bumper of the vehicle passes the rear bumper of the parked vehicle. This is when the tail light of the parked vehicle just appears in the rear quarter glass window. Steer full lock to the right while moving slowly to avoid dry steering. To turn safely, do a left head check for the ongoing vehicle. Once the front of the vehicle reaches 45-degree angle, start turning full lock to the left. Continue reversing steadily, checking mirrors and blind spots. Once the vehicle is parallel to the curb, gently brake while straightening the wheels. Move straight forward to adjust the suitable space from the front and rear vehicle. Apply handbrake and select the parking mode. Pulling out safely from parallel parking. Steps for pulling out of parallel parking are: first of all, ensure if there is a safe gap to drive out. If the gap is not enough, check mirrors. Look behind for the potential hazards and then move back slowly. To move out safely, motorists may use the POM routine. Prepare the vehicle controls. Observe the road. Check mirrors, right shoulder. If it is safe to do so, turn on the left signal. Left side mirror, left deep shoulder check. Once the road is clear, move and steer left onto the traffic lane. After entering the traffic stream, check mirrors, cancel the signal, and adjust the speed according to the road conditions, taking into consideration the speed limit. 60-degree angle parking. Angle parking is usually undertaken on the right-hand side of the road. However, there are occasions where they are also on the left, for example at shopping centers. Most angle parking bays are at 60 degrees or 90 degrees to the road. Steps for completing a 60-degree angle parking are: follow the MSPSL routine and slow down the vehicle. Check mirrors again and keep the right signal on. Bring the vehicle parallel to the curb approximately 1 meter from the rear of the parked vehicle. To turn safely, motorists should know the turning circle and capability of their vehicle. In general, once the front of the vehicle reaches the middle point of the selected bay, start turning full lock to the right. Move slowly and keep checking all the time distance from the vehicles on either side. Once the vehicle is approximately halfway in the chosen bay, start to straighten the wheels by turning the steering wheel to the left until the vehicle position is parallel to the bay markings. Gently brake, making sure front wheels do not hit the curb. There is a suitable space from vehicles either side, so that all can alight from the vehicle comfortably. Apply handbrake and select the parking mode. Pulling out safely from 60-degree angle parking. Steps for pulling out from 60-degree angle parking are: to move out safely, motorists may use the POM routine. Prepare the vehicle controls. Observe the road behind. Check mirrors. Look over both shoulders to see if it is safe to move out. Give priority to pedestrians and other vehicles. If it is safe to do so, turn on the right signal. Once the road is clear, release the handbrake and move back slowly. Once the steering wheel is in line with the rear of the parked vehicle on the right, start turning right onto the right lane. Keep watching for ongoing traffic and pedestrians around and behind the vehicle. When the vehicle is parallel to the curb, stop, check mirrors, and change gear for moving forward. Move safely and adjust the speed according to the road conditions, taking into consideration the speed limit. 90-degree angle parking. For a 90-degree angle parking, motorists can either drive in forward or reverse in. Reverse parking gives a better view of the traffic when they want to leave the parking bay. Steps for completing a 90-degree angle parking are: follow the MSPSL routine and bring the vehicle parallel to the curb, approximately 1 meter from the rear of the parked vehicle. Stop with the rear of the vehicle at the halfway point of the bay, past the one into which motorist wants to reverse. Keep the right signal on, check mirrors, and select the reverse gear. Before moving, check mirrors and left deep shoulder, as the front portion of the vehicle will swing into the next lane. While looking over the right shoulder, reverse slowly and turn full lock to the right. Once the vehicle is approximately halfway in the chosen bay, start to straighten the wheels. Keep moving back slowly, observing the parked vehicles on either side. Once the vehicle is in a parallel position, apply gentle brake to stop when the vehicle has gone back enough. Motorists can check this by comparing the front of their vehicle with the other parked vehicle on either side. Make sure to leave a suitable space from the vehicles either side so that all can alight from the vehicle comfortably. Apply handbrake and select the parking mode. Pulling out safely from 90-degree angle parking. Steps for pulling out from 90-degree angle parking are: to move out safely, motorists may use the POM routine. Prepare the vehicle controls. Observe the surroundings. Check mirrors. Look over both shoulders to see if it is safe to move out. Give priority to pedestrians and other vehicles. If it is safe to do so, turn on the right signal. Check the ongoing vehicles from the right and left by leaning body forward. Once the road is clear, release the handbrake and move forward slowly. Once the vehicle is halfway out of the bay, start to steer to the right. When the vehicle is out in the appropriate lane on the right side, straighten the wheels. Check mirror, cancel the signal, and adjust the speed according to the road conditions, taking into consideration the speed limit. Let's see where parking is prohibited by law. Motorists must not park a vehicle at places where there is no permission to park, at pedestrian crossings, on the footpath, on bridges, viaducts, or in tunnels, next to curves, on crests of hills, or next to solid center lines which cannot be crossed, where it will impede any traffic signals, signs, or road markings, in front of the entrance to houses, parking areas, petrol stations, hospitals, emergency stations, fire stations, police stations, military areas, schools, or educational institutions, places where motorists might block stationary vehicles from proceeding, 15 meters from intersections or in front of public transport stations. Pay parking. It is a systematic car parking which has been implemented by Road and Transport Authority in Dubai. Many strategic locations are allotted for paid parking. These areas are well identified at the entrance by large signage to indicate that the area is a paid parking zone. Paid parking zones are segregated mainly into three categories: commercial areas, non-commercial areas, special areas. These areas are further divided into different zones, like Zone A, Zone B, Zone C, and so on. The timings, tariffs, and restrictions are also different in these zones. Therefore, motorists must check this information on parking meters before parking in that particular zone.